on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Kaepernick 49ers. Now we'll take you out to O.co Coliseum where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
Raiders coming up on EA Sports, Oakland, California, the site for today's game.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms. We have two teams today desperately want to beat one another, and it's turned into one of the great rivalry matchups around the entire National Football League. And how do you see it, Phil, before kickoff?
Well, I don't think this game's ever going to lose its emotion, that's for sure. We can just tell by the buzz in the stadium. When the crowd is really into the game, it not only fires up the home team, it fires up the visitors, too.
So that means Tywan Jones will be back for the opening kick. Phil Dawson has it teed up for the opening kickoff. And with that kick, these two rivals are ready to go. There's a flag out.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
I saw the coach down on the sideline, and he is furious about that ball being kicked out of bounds.
Dude, I have no stake in this game. I'm mad, too. You got to kick it off. The field is 53 yards wide, and we couldn't kick it in between those 53 yards. It's like you hitting the driver. You can't keep it on the fairway.
First down at the 40.
He's brought down at the 46.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
The Raiders doing their part to spread breast cancer awareness this month in the NFL. Plenty of pink on their uniforms today and throughout the stadium. First and 10. Carr's unable to find his target that time.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Second down after the incompletion. Carr's got it in the gun. The Raiders now move the chains.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Only 34 yards to the end zone. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Carr's going to scramble. What a way to start the game. First possession touchdown. And Phil, what a way to make a statement by scoring so early in this game.
You know, Jim, I love making statements, and that's what this team did. They went out there to come.
Oh, he actually misses the point after. Ellington's going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. He was the 36th pick in the 2011 draft. Quarterback, Colin Kaepernick.
When you're a defensive back getting ready to play the San Francisco 49ers, you have a hard night before the game because Colin Kaepernick can flat throw it down the field.
First down at the 20. Delayed handoff. Hides tackled right at the 20. This will be second down. Hines got it on the handoff. They tackle him for a loss.
Well, there's no doubt what to do in a situation like this. You do not take a chance and put your team in a position where they have to make a big comeback in the second half.
It's probably a good thing that the Raiders and the 49ers don't play every single year. It's enough of an event, if you will, when they meet up in the preseason.
What I find interesting about this rivalry, Jim, they're so close to each other, Oakland and San Francisco, but they both have had their runs. The 49ers for so many years, the best franchise in the NFL. And, of course, the Oakland Raiders, with Al Davis winning all those Super Bowls, they were pretty good for a long time, too.
They're just across the bay from one another.
Yeah, anytime, hey, if you're in the same division, that creates a rivalry. Or if you are located close to each other, that means you're going to have a fan base for each team that's always going to be fighting with the other fan base. And that gets people fired up and gets a lot of emotions ready for the game.
Let's see what he can do here. Johnson's in on the tackle. That return's good for about 11. Derek Carr had a sensational rookie year for the Raiders, and now he's back onto the field as the starting quarterback.
There is nothing not to like about Derek Carr. He has all the tangibles you'd like to see in an NFL quarterback. Strong, big, can run, has a good throwing arm. He's going to do well in the NFL.
The Raiders offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at it. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
One of the top targets today in the passing game is tight end Michael Rivera.
Well, out of the University of Tennessee, good tight end down there, and he's taken that skill, and he's become a productive tight end in the NFL.
And Brock can't quite pick it off. He gives that secondary some veteran leadership. Antoine Bethea.
Every secondary in the NFL needs a guy back there that's like the quarterback, and that's what Antoine Bethea is. He can just get people in the right position and give them a chance to make a play.
Third down. This defense lets everyone know they're not going to be a pushover today as they take the ball away in the first quarter, Phil.
No, they're showing their football team, look, we're doing our job. Now it's time for the offense to come out here and get things going.
Out of the gun. And it's swatted away. Taking a look at the offensive starters. Anquan Bolden has been one of the most physical wide receivers in this league for over a decade.
He's been physical, he is productive, and I think he has the strongest pair of hands in the NFL when you talk about receivers.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Hyde's going to secure the handoff. This defense is ready to pounce here early in this game as a third and long play is coming up.
They sure are. There's no doubt about that. They got themselves in a good situation here. If I'm the quarterback now, third and long, I would be very cautious and conservative.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. This defense is unbending on third down at the start of this game, Phil.
Yeah, Jim, they've been good on the defensive side. I can't say much for the offense that's going against them, though. No imagination, just running ordinary plays. They deserve to be stopped.
This punt will not be returned. It will never see the field of play as it sails out of bounds. The Raiders' last possession ended somewhat painfully with an interception. You wonder if they're going to try to compensate for that mistake on this drive, Phil.
Well, sometimes when you have a mistake on the offensive side, it does make you get more conservative. But let's look at it from the defensive side. It was just a tremendous play. So sometimes in the NFL, that's going to happen where the defensive player is just better than the offensive player.
I know you had a lot of experience at this, but after you threw an interception, what was it like coming back out of the field the next time?
Well, I tell you, I tell all my teammates, be alert. You might have to tackle again because I'm going to keep firing it down the field. Carr's able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Set up now at the 28-yard line. First down at the 28. They'll run it here. That's a gain of 8.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second down and 2. To the ground. And that's a gain of 9.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down and 10. Toss play. Antoine Buffet makes the hit.
The Raiders, they believe in their offense. They know once they get inside the red zone, they can run or throw. That time they run the football, and it picks up some good solid yards. Great job by the offensive line.
Here's the quick toss. Williams is able to read that play and make the hit.
The Raiders running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Carrs standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Got hit on release.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Play fake. Carrs able to fake into the Raiders. Turn the ball over on downs.
The Raiders decided to go for it on fourth down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And, of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The 49ers offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive. They got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
As we get a look at this defense, Justin Tuck, a player opposing offenses always have to game plan for.
Yeah, it's hard to game plan for him, Jim, because he can line up anywhere. He'll line up over the center, the guards, he'll get outside and try to speed rush you. Justin Tuck, very versatile.
Handoff. Hyde's tackled down at the 15.
Hyde's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
After that run, it's still 3rd and 9 to go. The 49ers have to get to the 25 to move the chains. And they sack them on 3rd down, and they force the quick 3-and-out. Late at the first, and that's a big stop on 3rd down to bring up a punt. And now they'll look to extend the lead.
Yeah, good job by the defense. But I'll say this for the the offense. You got to show more imagination here downs.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return. That return's good for about 14. The Raiders taking the field again on offense. They paid the price for an aggressive decision on their last possession, passing up on the field goal attempt and going for it on fourth down, then coming up short.
Yeah, look, no second guessing for me on that. I'll just say this. I'll give the defense a lot of credit. They were there. They were ready for the situation. They made the play, and that's why the offense came away with no points.
How do you think the offense is feeling right now after that coach's decision?
Well, shoot, they're disappointed. The coach believed in him. You know, they know the coach is showing faith. Well, he showed faith, and they let him down. You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
The 49ers go with the dime formation here on defense. Carr's on the move.
And that's Reed who could have had the interception.
On the offensive side, if it's 3rd and long, there's very few plays that you have that are going to pick this up. So be careful in a situation like this.
Carr's back in shotgun formation. Rivera is able to grab it. That's reception number 2 for him.
Raiders on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for 3rd and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
Heading to the line at the 22.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Murray's handed the football. Tackled down at the 22. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. That leads us to 2nd down. The first quarter comes to a close, and we're seeing a low-scoring defensive battle. We'll be back after this.
Papa John's, where you always get better ingredients, better pizza.
We're now about to begin quarter number 2, and how much pressure do you think these offenses are feeling right now to open this game up, partner?
Jim, I'm going to go back to when I played. The longer you go in a game without having success, I think it makes you tighter and you lose confidence on the offensive side. So they need something here to get them off to a quick start and get them feeling good. Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
3rd down and 5. Halu's going to take the handoff now.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
First down here after the run. The 49ers with a nickel look here on defense. Once again, they'll run it. And Eric Reed brings a halt to that last attempt.
Well, that last play almost got them in here. And when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
2nd and goal from the 2. And here's the toss.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
Loss of 3 on the play. This will be the 8th play of this drive.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
3rd and goal from the 6. Halu's taking the handoff. Chip shot here. drives it through for the field goal. The lead is now growing with that field goal. Still plenty of time to get back into this one, but there needs to be a mental shift.
Well, yeah, they'd like that. I know one thing. The team that just kicked the field goal, they are imposing their will on their opponents, and now you got to find a way that, like you said, shift this around and get it back in your favor.
Ellington's got it. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The 49ers haven't had a very productive drive in quite a while here, Phil. Do they need to switch things up to get this train rolling again?
Absolutely. Switch it up. Switch up the play call. Show some different formations. Try to catch the defense by surprise. If you do that, that's going to greaten your chances of having success.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. Touchdown. This game is tight. Early in the second, and it looks like we've got a ball game on our hands here, partner.
Yeah, I'm starting to worry. I don't know how you were feeling, but, man, I didn't want to do another blowout because it was looking like that. But that touchdown here early in the second, like you said, turns everything around.
The 49ers for the extra point. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Ross is going to test the coverage this time. The Raiders put some points on the board on the previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown. Carr's able to get outside the pocket that time, and it's a good job getting outside the pocket, but there's nowhere to throw it, and the pass is incomplete.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 30. Cooper's got the catch and the first.
Well, the Dink and Duck quarterbacks, they love to see cover 3 because they know they're going to drop back and just throw the short passes underneath. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of this defense.
All right, here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
Now 1st and 10. Carr's taking off. Almost intercepted. After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
Murray's got it on the handoff. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
You ready? Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
The Raiders take it from the 43. Should have had it.
Cooper's not able to come up with the catch. And a lot of times when you see a receiver drop a pass, they take their eyes off it. That's one thing. Or they're just trying to get it in their hands too quick. Why? Because they're trying to make some yards after the catch. That was the problem that time.
The coach is going to go for it. The Raiders come to the line. 1st down marker is at the 48. Trying to beat the play clock. Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Grabs it with one hand. Raiders roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20.
Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. Carr's got it in the gun. Holmes hauls it in. Oakland in the end zone.
Man, the defense has to be down at something like this. They allow the offense to score that touchdown in the red zone. My gosh, you only have such a small part of the field to defend, and they just didn't get the job done that time.
The Raiders for the point after.
Extra point was good. Cooper's taking a breather as the kicking team comes out. He just contributed over 60 yards receiving on that scoring drive. Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
And a flag is down.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The kicker just couldn't keep it in bounds there.
Automatic 1st down.
The 49ers come to the line of scrimmage and show a full house. 1st down at the 40. Hyde's going to secure the handoff.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Loss of 3 on the play. Kaepernick set in the pistol. The 49ers from the 37. Kaepernick with the handoff. Hyde's met at the 37.
Tough situation you found yourself in. 3rd and long, you're losing the football game. There are not many plays here that are going to pick up the 1st down. So be careful here. Don't be too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you will make a mistake.
3rd down and 13. Throws the pass. McDonald makes the grab.
The 49ers put themselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that 1st down.
1st down at the 47. Hyde's handed the football.
49ers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Second down and a long way to go. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime just a couple of minutes away as we resume play out of the 2-minute warning. Kaepernick from the gun. And this goes incomplete as he was looking over the middle.
The 49ers put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
All set to punt here.
And the punt is kicked out of bounds. The 49ers defense comes back onto the field. Did not look so good that last series, giving up the touchdown.
Oh, you know the coaches are upset. My gosh, they ran some of the most elementary defenses that you can run, and they had mistakes by the defensive players. So they coached them up on the sidelines. We'll see if we see different results.
Carr's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Carr's on the move. And Brock can't quite pick it off.
Well, but it's 3rd and long. I'll just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
Third and 10 coming up. The Raiders step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Carr's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
Carr's mobility, boy, gives him a chance to make a play, doesn't it, when you force him out of the pocket, but not able to complete the pass because nobody's open.
And it's a fake. They're running a fake.
Looking across the middle.
He's able to come down with it. What a catch. One-handed.
Well, I love seeing plays like this, a fake punt when you throw the football and it doesn't work. Hey, it's easy to do these things in practice, but when you got to do it in the game, you can feel the pressure, you get tight, and sometimes you just cannot execute the play.
Diving grab will give him the catch.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
First down at the 20. Anquan Bolden with the catch. Gains 15. That's his first reception today. The 49ers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Breaking huddle at the 5. Empty backfield look for Kaepernick here. First and goal from the 5. Makes the grab. Touchdown. And as we approach halftime, that touchdown certainly makes the lead look a lot less secure than it was just a few minutes ago.
It's going to change those halftime speeches, isn't it? One team is going to say, hey, look, we played awful, but we found a way to hang into the game. And the other team has to be disappointed. They dominated, and now they're in a close contest.
And the extra point is good. The Raiders will get their hands on the football again, but their lead is not the same. Things are getting tight here. The score's 16-14. And a flag comes out.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Sloppy mistake here. That kick travels out of bounds.
Automatic first down.
The Raiders now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 16-14. The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Carr's going to take off with it. And he hauls it in. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line. The Raiders are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil. Carr's been on the mark to this point.
He has. He's one of the better throwers in the NFL. When you give him time like he's had here so far today, he is going to put it right on target.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 45. Carr's running away from the pressure. Very nearly intercepted.
That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Second down and 10. And Cooper is able to get hold of it. That's his fourth catch of the day.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
The Raiders take it from the 28. And it's knocked down. And that's going to do it for the first half, folks. We'll be back to the Black Hole in Oakland for the start of the second half after this.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Raiders right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The 49ers haven't played horribly, but will need to improve if they want to win this one. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Raiders take it at the 34. Quick pass and completion to Crabtree. And this four-play drive goes for a touchdown. Raiders with the early advantage. 49ers take it early in the second. Patton's able to haul in the contested pass. And this goes 76 yards for the score. Trailing now by 2. Fourth down at the 43. The catch will be made in double coverage, and he'll end up picking up 48 yards on the play. Raiders later on the drive. Holmes is found coming across the middle, and it leads to a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 9. 49ers on 1st and 5. Kaepernick's on target here, and after the short pass, he'll score. Deficit shrinks to 2. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Oakland for the start of the second half.
Here at the O.co Coliseum. Third quarter about to get underway. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms from the broadcast booth above the 50. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. Close game right now, partner, and you look at the matchup at running back, and neither one of them has really been all that effective.
No, Jim, they have not been. I'll say this to the running backs, to the coaches, to the offensive line, everybody. Stay patient, stay with the run game, and I think it will work.
Kaepernick's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. And here we go, the first snap of the second half. Pass is intercepted. Tackles made.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Raiders offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
From the shotgun. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction. Set up now at the 37.
Hey, we're gonna rally. Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
The Raiders from the 37. Carr's gonna scramble.
Hey, easy call. Be safe. Put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
Coming to the line at the 37.
The Raiders need to get to the 27 to pick up a first.
They're down and 10.
Carnes on the move to Crabtree. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
Carnes' completion percentage, 40% on the day. The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. Murray's tackled down after a gain of 10.
The Raiders really got it going now. They got confidence. They got momentum. They got a small lead here in the second half. And that first down, what does it do? It just gives the offensive coordinator confidence. And, of course, this quarterback, he is always ready to go.
Murray's going to take the handoff down. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
The Raiders have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
Murray's taking the handoff. And he's brought down by Antoine Buffet.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Goal line defense on the field. First and goal from the 3. That's Brooks making the stop.
The football sits at the 3.
Second and goal from the 3. All is out. And the recovery is made by the defense. The defense comes up with the big play, the hit, and the recovery of the football.
They sure did. They got so much speed on the defensive side, and that speed, when you think about it, it gets more people around the football. It helps you deliver the hit.
Before we go any further, they're going to take another look at the last play. So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This one had to be instigated by the folks upstairs. They challenged the call on the field, and in fact, it was the proper thing to do. The play is overturned. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Third and goal. James it across the goal line for the touchdown.
Well, the defense knew that they were probably going to see a run here in third and goal. And what do? It doesn't matter. They still get blown off the line of scrimmage by the offensive line. Nice job.
The Raiders for the point after. And a flag is down.
Delay of game, offense.
The Raiders lined up now for the point after. He made it. The 49ers in kickoff return formation. Arlington's going to run this one out. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Raiders came up with the pickoff of the quarterback the last time they were on the field.
Well, I'd like to give him some credit, but let's be truthful here. That was just one awful throw. That's why it was intercepted.
First down at the 20. Hyde's got it on the handoff. Picks up about 2.
Hyde's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottled him up for a short gain.
After running it, it's second down.
Just a quick drop back.
Torrey Smith with the reception. And he's tackled down after picking up the first. Mark him down for another reception.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
The 49ers from the 32. Pulls it in. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
The quarterback that time realized it was zone coverage. He just waited for the defense to get out of position, and he threw it to the open hole.
2nd and 5 coming up. The Raiders with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Dropping back now into the shotgun. And it's batted down.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
3rd and 5 following the incompletion. The 49ers all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Colin Kaepernick from the shotgun. Surveys. They're set to punt it away now. Wants to give it a go here. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line. And a run back of about 11. Carr's played an outstanding game so far, Phil. He's been finding the soft spots in the defense and exploiting them over and over again.
Yes, he has. You know, you talk about a guy with talent. We see that. But you put that together with really good offensive play calls from the sideline. That's how you get greatness. And so far today, we are seeing greatness. Well, he has such a good arm. That's all we talk about. We never talk about the fact that when he has to, you make him, you force him out of the pocket, he'll run with that football and get some yards.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
The 49ers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Carr's taking off. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down.
Carr's athletic enough to get out of the pocket. That's a really good job by him. But you have to give the defense a lot of credit. They shut down all the receivers.
2nd and 10 coming up. The Raiders have it at the 39. Carr's on the move. What a catch. He's brought down. That's his 5th catch of the day. The Raiders have come up with some big plays in the passing game. Coopers had big plays all over this field today, Phil.
He's like the shooting guard, Jim, in basketball. If he's making a lot of shots, let him keep shooting. So they have found a way to keep getting the football in his hands. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
That picks up 7. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
Well, when you get in the red zone, sometimes you have to be able to run the football. Good job by the offense, especially the offensive line that time. Good blocking up front. They pick up solid yards.
Murray's going to secure the handoff. Reed is there and makes the play.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
Raiders in for the score. Murray's second touchdown of the game. And now that we're almost in the 4th and they've just increased their lead, could it be time to rest the starters, Phil?
Oh, no, Jim, not even close to that yet. We've got a long way to go. You've seen it many times in the NFL. Big leads have a way of just disappearing. So I'm not counting this one over by any means.
Feeds him again. Got the touchdown, got the 2-point conversion. People love to go for 2 in this game, don't they?
Well, they do. And you know what? Now I guess you and I just can't sit here and blast the coach for a bad decision. When you pick up the 2 points, you can't complain about what they're trying to do.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
Ellington's going to test the coverage here. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The 49ers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you
Don't you try to see me, Andrew, stop sending me invites. Don't you see me trying to stream? Stop. Freaking annoying.
What it was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Gets the handle here. Running room. Hyde's tackled right at the 35. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
The 49ers offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
The offense back to the line of scrimmage after going for more than 40 yards on the previous play. And the give to Reggie Bush. Second and 10.
who couldn't bring it in.
Third and long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third and long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just great.
Good throw and good catch right on the sideline.
The 49ers on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for third and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. We'll be back to Oakland for the start of the fourth after this. The 49ers offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the fourth quarter.
Only 9 yards to go.
Here is the first snap of the final quarter.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Second down and 12.
And that pass from Kaepernick will go incomplete.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
After the incomplete pass, it's third down.
Kaepernick takes it from the gun. Kaepernick's tackled down after a gain of 10.
Should be an easy one here.
And he puts it through for 3.
Jim, they get the field goal there that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
Ross is running this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Raiders on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
Carr's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
Well, if you force him out of the pocket and you force him to run, he'll do it, and he's pretty good at it. Good job.
That's second down coming up.
Here's the handoff. Murray's tackled down after a gain of 2.
Murray's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
3rd and 5 coming up. The 49ers lined up in the nickel. The Raiders snap it at the 31.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
The Raiders will go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation. The Raiders come out. Jumbo package on the field.
Got to have a lot of courage to call these type of plays, don't you, Jim? And at that time, even though this team is winning, the coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Good play call, and they make it work.
They bring in the extra tight end.
The Raiders snap it at the 36. Carr's going to take off with it. Cooper's got the catch and the first. sixth catch today so far. Cooper's been option 1, 2, and 3 on offense today, Phil, as he just keeps piling up receptions at the wideout position.
Jim, he just has that special skill. He knows how to get open, and the quarterback is putting the football on the money.
Amari Cooper has the catch. The Raiders in both the first and second halves have featured this wideout. Cooper's been heavily involved, and for good reason.
Well, what you do, you always look at a defense and see our strength against their weakness, and that's what they found. The guy catching the football is just better than the guy covering it.
The Raiders continue to look to their top target on the day. Cooper's been the top target, and he's been very strong in this game.
The offense, what a tremendous design they've had here today. They've had many ways to get this football to the wide receiver, and he has done a good job of taking advantage of it.
He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Murray's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Here we go.
1st and 10. Murray's handed the football for about 4.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Touchdown, Oakland Raiders. That might have provided them with all the cushion they need to close this one out, Phil.
I think it did, Jim. This cushion is so big. If you and I were on the defensive side, I think we'd still be safe. That's how big it's got and how dominant a performance this has been by the team today.
The Raiders for the point after. Makes the PAT. The 49ers will now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick. Scores 38-17. Ellington's got a chance to return this one. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The 49ers didn't run the ball like they wanted to early, but that certainly has changed. Hyde's been a key component as he's chipped away at that defense and now finding room to work.
Jim, it's like a boxing match. You got to throw some body blows early in the fight to soften them up. They did that. They softened that defense up. Now they're taking advantage of it.
Hyde hauls it in.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
2nd down and 11. Carlos Hyde has the catch. Hyde's tackled down at the 29.
The defense, they have a lead here in the 4th quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
3rd and 5 still to go, even after that last completion. The 49ers come to the line with a bunch set. Kaepernick's going to take it from the gun. Reggie with the reception. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
And now on 1st down, they'll go back to the air. 2 minutes to go in the 2nd half. Just 2 minutes left of this one. We're back now for the end of the 4th quarter. Kaepernick from the gun. Leaps up and comes away with it. This is 3rd down. They'll go right to the hurry-up. Won't use a timeout here. Colin Kaepernick from the shotgun.
Vance McDonald with the reception. They hurry to the line of scrimmage. First down at the 38. McDonald makes the grab.
Gains 20 from the red zone. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry.
Back to the air here on first down. And it's swatted away.
It's tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football. Hey, you get in position like this and you can knock it down.
Second down and 10.
Has his man. Has 12 on this play.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
So first and goal to go.
The long drive continues. Second and goal from the 6. And incomplete this time as Kaepernick can't connect.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Third and goal at the 6. Touchdown in the late stages.
What a throw by the quarterback.
And we're going to have a stoppage here because the booth wants to have a look at this potential touchdown.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they went to the booth to see if it was a touchdown, and the refs have decided, yes, indeed, it's official now.
The 49ers line up now for the point after.
The point after try is in the books.
The Raiders still have a good hold on this game. They'll just need to try and avoid turnovers here in the fourth. Scores 38-24. Ross has got it. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders head back onto the field with their offense. We're going to see if they can keep the scoring onslaught going as we've seen touchdowns on consecutive possessions here, Phil.
Jim, these teams are so hot. And when you're hot like this on the offensive side, you just look at the coach and say, keep sending them in because we're going to make it work.
Second and 10 coming up. The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. The ball is knocked out.
Defense, play the situation. It's third and long. Don't let a receiver get behind you and make a catch to pick up the first down. Keep it in front of you and then let them catch it and come up and make the tackle.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Raiders need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. Carnes running away from the pressure. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Back at the line. They're going for it on 4th. Carr's gonna scramble. Pulls it in. The 49ers call a timeout. Their first.
after that defensive timeout, we're ready for action. This will be the final snap.
Here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
Takes the knee. Timeout's called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment.
And here we have second down.
Here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
Takes the knee. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down now. Takes the knee. Phil, what a big win this was today.
Nothing like beating a rival, a division rival, is there, Jim? To beat somebody you know so well. You face them twice a year, and you look at them and you go, yep, we won this one. It keeps your confidence really high.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.